6 months ago, I made a decision that even the savviest finance experts would scoff at. I took $1,000 and split it right down the middle. I invested $500 in a popular ETF and the remaining $500 into a humble S&P 500 index fund. Identical markets, identical timeframes, yet two starkly different investment vehicles. The outcome of this experiment over the next half a year truly took me by surprise. But before I reveal the results, I need to clarify a common misunderstanding. The difference between ETFs and index funds isn't what you've been led to believe. And getting to the crux of it could potentially save you thousands of dollars in unnecessary fees throughout your investment journey. So, let's break it down. In 2025, a shocking 79% of professional fund managers, the ones carrying Harvard MBAs and leading billion-dollar research teams, fell short in performance compared to a simple S&P 500 index fund. A staggering 79%, not 20%, not 40%. While rookies are engaged in heated debates over ETFs versus index funds, the unassuming, simple choice is silently outpacing the competition. But why is that? Both an ETF and an index fund that track the same index consist of identical companies. Think Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google. The allocation is identical, the returns nearly identical. The difference lies in the purchase mechanism. Index funds get priced once per day market close, whereas ETFs are traded every second, just stocks. For a long-term investor, this distinction may seem insignificant, but there are three aspects where it does matter. The first is minimums. Index funds often require $3,000 to open, while ETFs can be bought for the price of a single share, sometimes for as little as $50. For beginners, ETFs are the clear winner. The second is fees. Certain S&P 500 ETFs charge a minuscule 0.03% per annum. Always remember to verify the expense ratio and never shell out more than 0.2% for a basic index tracker. The third area is a dangerous pitfall. The term ETF now includes everything from simple index trackers to 2x and 3x leveraged funds that can significantly exacerbate losses. These investments are ill-suited for a regular investor's portfolio. Distinguishing between them could save your entire investment. Now, let's revisit my experiment. I allocated $500 to VOO, Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, with a 0.03% fee, and $500 to the Vanguard S&P 500 Index Fund, with a 0.04% fee. Half a year later, the outcomes were almost indistinguishable, and that's the point. What matters more than the ETF versus index fund debate are these questions. Are you investing consistently every month? Is your fee less than 0.2%? Are you the urge to sell during market downturns? These three decisions dictate 95% of your long-term wealth. The ETF versus index fund debate probably contributes to a mere 1%. The most common pitfall I observe is beginners spending months debating this, while their cash erodes due to inflation in a savings account. The Vanguard S&P 500 ETF amassed a whopping $145 billion in 2025 because millions stopped overanalyzing and took the plunge. The best investment is the one you actually make. Scene script. Pick VO or VTI, invest money every month, leave it alone. That's the entire strategy that outperforms 79% of Wall Street professionals. Here's your action step. Open your brokerage today. Trading 202 link is in the description. Search VO, look at the 10-year chart and the 0.03% fee. Buy one share. Now, you're an investor. So, are you in ETFs, index funds, or still figuring it out? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I personally read and reply to every single one. Remember to subscribe for a new finance video every Monday. See you next week.